And it's a go. I'm excited to be with you all tonight. Eileen, does it say recording in the top right-hand corner? I can't see it since I'm doing screen share. Perfect. All right. So I saw this today. A friend of mine posted this a long time ago, and I just loved this post. I love this this image. I wanted to share it with you tonight, and it has to do a lot with where I want to go in 2021. I saw this image today, and I thought to myself, 2021, I'm going to do something more. I'm going to do something more with my body. I'm going to do something more with my physique. So just throw it in the chat box or throw it in the comment box. Which one of these buttons would you push? Is it the lose weight button, the sleep better, the more energy, the more money, the more muscle, the less body fat? I've got 6 fingers, I'm going to push them all. But when I saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, I so want to do something. I want to take my physique to the next level in 2021. And so I made a post on it. I invited friends. Hey, who wants to come with me? We all have probably different goals, but there's a commonality with all of us. And so tonight we're going to be talking about that commonality, about our physique, about our approach to having an optimized, maintained, healthy feeling, feel better, do more kind of a physique. And I've got some guest speakers on today who are going to be sharing that with us. So we're going to go right, before I even talk about what products are we taking, we are going right into some of these stories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to Tina for a few minutes. Tina, if you want to share your experience, and I'm going to load your photos, and you can kind of tell me where you want to go with that with those photos. Do you want to unmute, and we'll jump right into it?
Hi. Hey, thank you, Seth, for inviting me to this call tonight. I am excited to share with you. I tell you, weight has always been an issue for me throughout my life. I remember fighting with my sister in high school. We were on Weight Watchers, and we were fighting over how many frozen peas she had on her plate compared to me. I mean, it was doggy dog. And the funny thing, the other sister and my mom were the ones that lost the weight because they were so stressed listening to us, you know. It's been an issue for me always. I have been loving this business, Life Vantage, for about 10 years now. And the company kept teasing us for about a year and a half that they were going to come out with a weight management system. I think you probably all remember that. And I waited anxiously, thinking I needed to go do something like I used to do, Weight Watchers or whatever, but I wanted this to be the glory. And I set out to be the poster child for this product. I was so excited about it. And I will tell you, I have done everything when it comes to reducing weight and trying to manage my weight. This by far was the easiest thing I ever encountered. I feel like I cheated my way to the success that I had. So I'm coming up on my 5th complete year. So on January 2nd, I will start my 6th year. The beautiful thing for me is exactly stating that. It's the first time in my life I've successfully kept weight off. Six years. I started at age 57. Now, I don't want to whine about it, but the older you are, the tougher it is with weight because your metabolism does. And there's my starting picture there. The metabolism does slow down. There's without a doubt. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the tri-synergizers aid in this whole thing. It's all working together. But I know tonight we're talking about the physique line, and it was incredible. In 9 months, I was able to drop 57 pounds and 40 inches. For the next 19 months, I maintained that loss. But as I was approaching the age of 60, I thought, God, it'd be kind of neat to lose 60 pounds by 60 years of age. Look at the difference in that. Oh my gosh. So I set out and refocused. And after 19 months of stabilizing and being at that 57-pound loss, I wanted to lose 3 more pounds, right, to hit 60. I actually lost another 8, and my inches went from 40 to 44 inches. The inch loss is incredible. I totally attribute our fat burner to that. I looked in the mirror. I would literally see myself shrink. 13 inches alone was off of my stomach, hips, and butt area. And that's what it's targeted for. That fat burner is hitting that area for the visceral fat. The probiotic, in my opinion, is the best one on the market. It gets to where it needs to get as far as being in the intestines, where most of your bad bacteria are. A good probiotic works for you, it's helping to metabolize fats and sugars quicker. That's what we all want. And before it turns on to fat in your body. The shake, it's incredible. Mine tastes pretty much like a DQ Blizzard. You can tweak it. You can add a little bit more protein to it and whatnot. And we did actually enhance that. We changed the recipe. It's what I love about LifeVantage is if it's not up to snuff, they're either going to eliminate or they're going to make it up to snuff. So they're not about not tweaking something. The prebiotic, again, essential for helping the weight loss. Let's call it what it is. It helps to eliminate. That's part of losing weight. I mix it with my Axio every morning. It's fruit flavored. It tastes great in there. My biggest victory again on this system has been being able to keep it off. And again, sixth year, I'm starting on January 2nd. Why did I start on January 2nd? Because the 1st is a holiday, right? I'm going to eat some garbage that day. I knew I was. So I wanted to be successful. So I picked a date that worked for me. People ask me, did you exercise? I exercised with walking that first year. After I lost the weight, I determined that I had a lot of skin. I had a lot of loose skin. So I hit the gym at that point. And what I'm going to tell you is the importance of gym. Tina always thought she hated the gym. I found out I fell in love with it. Now I hate to miss. That 20%, they always talk about, your trainers will say it's 80% diet, 20% exercise. That 20% is huge because I believe in my heart of hearts, it's the 20% that really helped me maintain the weight loss. I'm going to eat some junk sometimes. I'm definitely going to do that this week. You're going to do that. And that gym time helps you to keep that off. There's no bigger high than losing weight. And I'm just going to encourage you to get started. And is definitely one of the biggest accomplishments in my life. I'm forever grateful to LifeVantage and my sister Katie for signing me into this deal. But get on the Tri-Synergizers because they work too. So
love it, Tina. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm eating this up. I'm so excited. Because, starting now, I'm not even waiting till January. I'm going to do what you've been talking about. And so I'm just excited. Thanks for sharing your story. I want to go to Lillian in Florida to tell her story. I think one of the things that we all need to really take home is this is a personal journey. Your physique is your personal journey. It's not about somebody else. I'm not looking to, displace somebody else's weight. It's all about, it's about me. And I think we really need to embrace that journey, embrace your piece of that. Don't compare and set your own goals and go to work. So Lillian, why don't you share with us what you've experienced?
Sure, I'd be glad to. So my journey revolves around my culture. I'm from Venezuela, and the culture there revolves about the first thing people comment is how people look. If they gain weight, if they've lost weight, how their clothes fit. And I'm going to give you just a little tidbit. For the Sweet 16, the girls would ask to have a boob augmentation. That is how that culture is so focused. And you've all heard about how many Miss Universes Venezuela has had, right? So that part of the image is like implanted in you. You hear it all your life, every conversation, every party, every family gathering. And then it turns into, we've all tried the 13 million, fad diets that work for a little bit, and then you get discouraged. And then like Tina mentioned, as I grew older, I'm in my 60s now, that metabolism really starts getting sluggish. And at that point, I had come to realize it's not about your image, although we all like to look good and have clothes that fit nicely, but it's more right now about my health. And I understand how important it is. And part of keeping a healthy weight, whatever that means for you, is part of this journey that we're talking about. So what these products have done for me is that I feel it has like reset my body to work optimally. And then, like Tina said, I was able to keep off the weight that I lost. Before it was this, yo-yo, you behave for a little bit, you don't eat this, don't eat that. I lose, a few pounds. And then you go on vacation, you have an outing, Christmas, holidays, whatever, and boom, there it goes back up. And it's almost, it's so discouraging and so frustrating. And then you also go into these little guilt trips, right? Like, shouldn't have eaten that. And and we're very tough on ourselves. At least women, I think women are even tougher on themselves than they are. And then with this baggage of the self-image, right? It's being so important. So what this has done for me is given me the ability to maintain that weight and take that guilt, worry, just totally out of the picture. Now I know, like Tina mentioned, like sometimes, it's a holiday, you go on a vacation, we're going to be naughty, right? And I think it's part of life is eating some of the things that you love. And this has enabled me to do that. Like if I feel like, I feel like eating a little ice cream, well, I go and eat it. And the most important thing, I used to be the kind of person where if I bought an ice cream thing, until it was gone, I would not stop. Like every time I opened the fridge and I saw something there, I had to eat it. This has enabled me to say, no, I really don't need this now. The cravings, that has lessened. And then that has enabled me to make better choices. Well, instead of eating this, eat this. Or if you're going to do this, well, eat something healthy as well. So this has been an overall excellent plan for me to lose some of the weight, but stay at it. And like Tina mentioned, it's been easy. It's easy to maintain. And I don't have to have this worry like, the holidays are coming and now, come January and now I need to lose 10 pounds. So it's just been great and feeling better, having more energy, wanting to go to the gym, wanting to do more because you feel great and it's a great place to be. Thank you.
Love it. Wow, Lillian, thank you so much. Some really good nuggets in there. I want to go to a couple, a husband and wife, who have different goals and are using this as you have used the physique system in kind of just, to get different places for different reasons. Let's go to Sam and Vandy Flake. Sam and Vandy, you're up.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here and share the story. So just a little bit of background on me is 5 years ago, I had my fourth child and I had 2 pregnancies back to back. So I did not lose the weight in between those 2 pregnancies. And when Quentin was about a year old, I decided that I was going to try to lose the weight, which is right when the physique came out. And the fat burn really, really helped me. You moms will probably understand this. When I was weaning my son, the fat burn really, really helped with that and just helped me to try to drop that weight till I got to a more manageable weight so I could function. I love the shake and I love mixing it up with different things. But for me, I really, really love is our prebiotic and probiotic. And I know we talked about the probiotic already, but all of my life, I have struggled to stay consistent, Okay, Seth's laughing at me in the background, you guys. But this has been one of my biggest struggles all my life, okay? I've always had stomach issues. And since being on the probiotic and the prebiotic, you guys, I've been regular. I've had so many less stomach problems. The foods that normally used to upset me don't as much anymore and stuff. And the other thing I love about it is the prebiotic is great if you're craving sugar, or you can mix up the protein shake with some other stuff, and it's a great healthy snack. So when you're trying to cut sugar out, and even right now, you guys, it's the holidays. We're back in a house again after 18 months on the RV trip. So I've been baking again for my kids. And so I haven't been as conscientious, but I've been able to maintain my weight. I dropped the pant size this summer as I just started focusing again on the product. I didn't lose a lot of weight instantly or a huge story like that, but it's just been consistent on staying healthy and stuff like that. And so that's what I love about the products is they just help maintain that and help keep us in our best format. But really, you guys, when people ask me about it, the probiotic and the prebiotic are one of my favorite products.
Thanks. So mine is pretty simple, but I've been on the products for a long time and I've had huge benefits with them. And I honestly, with the physique, I've kind of been off and on and the fat burn a little bit. After hearing the first speaker's testimony, thinking, man, I need to take that fat burn more. Several months ago, I went back to the gym, and honestly, I hadn't really done much gym stuff since high school, 20 something years ago. And so I was, I'm decent shape, but like I trying to lose, I'm good at sucking in my gut, so it looks like I'm skinny, but I've been trying to lose about 20, 30 pounds. And I started like 3 months ago. Now I'm like really going on a big push right now. And I'm thinking, man, this is stupid. This is the holidays. We actually made fudge today to take around to people. And I did cheat a little bit, but I really haven't had much sugar and stuff for about a week. And actually what's helping me the most, I really feel like, and I'm trying to stay away from carbs and things, but that physique shake, I'm putting it in almond milk. And sometimes, I'll add spinach to it or kale or something like that. But I've been looking at different protein shakes because I'm lifting weights and I'm trying to lose my belly more. And what's interesting to me is that I realize how grateful I am for our protein shake, because out of all of them, it has less than a gram of sugar, maybe it's just 1 gram of sugar, and it's like stevia. And then number 2, there's 18 grams of protein, so it's got high protein, and there's only, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but it's only 1 or 2 carbs per serving. And so like I'm drinking it with almond milk and thinking, this is great. I can keep drinking this. And I really feel like then it gives me the energy, so I'm not reaching for junk to eat and other things to give me energy. And really, really love that physique protein shake, Seth.
Awesome. Love it. Sam and Vandy. Thanks. Sam, can you give me a verbal confirmation? Do you see my screen? I'm sharing the product screen right here. Do you see that?
We got it.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. I'm laughing when you're saying you're sucking in your gut. I do that all the time, right? I've gotten so good at it, my gut just wants to stay there, but it's not real, right? So here are the products, guys. Thanks for those stories. Appreciate that, Sam, Vandy, Tina, Lillian. 3 main products in this physique system we talked about tonight. The whey protein, fabulous stuff. The prebiotic. By the way, this whey protein, this isn't crap. Okay, this is not junk, filler, run of the mill, or even expensive junk protein. This is a clean burning, highest of the highest qualities that you're getting with the physique whey protein. There's the prebiotic. A what? What? Did you say prebiotic? Yes, there's something called prebiotic. The probiotics, the healthy bacteria in your gut, need food. And guess what they feed on? The prebiotic. Fabulous stuff. It's a blood orange flavor drink. I just gobble this stuff up. I love it so much. And the fat burn, okay? Targeting visceral fat. These are the 3 main components of the physique system. Of course, you've heard in here tonight too, well, you really probably want the probiotics too from our nutritional line. You probably should be on Protandem, which is just your basic health. Yes. Tonight, we're only talking about physique, but wow, love these stories. I want to turn this over to Eileen, because this is a friends and family. How do we help our friends who are our customers? And by the way, if you're a customer on these products, thank you. Thank you for supporting small business. These products are distributed, educated. We educate and distribute these products as independent distributors. We are the ultimate mom and pops. Sam and Vandy tonight represent all of us, the ultimate mom and pop. This is a mom and pop business, guys. This is a cottage business. This is a small business all around the world. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting your friend or that family member who is trying to benefit their life and yours through their home business. Eileen, tell us what is up with Friends and Family discount. I can save money. If I'm a customer, I can save money on the product. How do I do that?
Amen. So I am excited to share this with you, because who doesn't love to save money, and who doesn't love to share money with other people, right? So we all share things that we know and love with people we know and love. And as you've heard tonight, the amazing stories and successes that we have inside of LifeVantage with all of our products. And so who your friends and family and animals need to know about these products and get started at a discount. And that's what I love about LifeVantage has just done. They are offering $10 off of your first order if you're a new customer, if you're referred, and then you get $10 as the referrer off your next order. So this is what it looks like. Let's pretend that you share this with your friend. He's an athlete. He's just looking for more endurance on the trail, just keeping that extra physique because he's going to the gym and he needs that extra protein, right? He gets $10 off of his first order. You get $10 off of your next order. And then you think of your parents and your aunts and uncles, and you think, oh my gosh, they are out there making sure that they want their bodies to be as strong as they can be. They get $10 off of their first order, and that gives you $20 off of your next order. And then you think of that mom who's juggling 5 balls in the air at the same time, who just needs all of that extra strength, keeping her going, just like Van D does with all of her children. So she gets $10 off of her first order, and that makes you get $30 off your next order. And the cool thing is there's no limit to the $10 credits you can earn, and it can be continual. They are automatically applied to your next one-time order or your subscription order, which is so cool that you don't even have to keep track of it. And here's the fine print. If your friends buy and you share this in December, then your credits need to be spent by the end of January. So whatever month they buy in, it needs to be spent by the end of the following month. So here's what you can do to make this happen. 1, who do you know that you need to share this information with? 2, send them your link, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute, and then connect them with the people who shared this with you so they can get their questions answered. The one thing I want you to remember is right here in red at the bottom of the page, go to lifevantage.com. You remember that? I think everything else will fall into place. So this is just showing you what will happen when you go to lifevantage.com. You scroll to the bottom of the page and you can see where it highlights your unique link here. Then it will populate this page, fill in the appropriate information, and this page will populate, and there's your unique link, and there's the modalities that you can share it on. How simple is that? So just remember lifevantage.com. If you log into your office, then this is what it's going to look like. Your opening page, you highlight over your name, you come down here, and there's the share 10, get 10 link. This page will populate with that link once again. Lastly, how many credits did you earn? That's back here on this opening page. So I just need you to remember lifevantage.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and it's all there. So if you have any questions, get back with the person who shared this with you. But number 1, get your link, share it with your loved ones, and best of all, feel better and do more.
Awesome, Eileen. Thank you so much for sharing that. If I'm watching this, here's the call to action today is to set the goal for where I want to be from a physique standpoint. And I've listened to all these stories tonight, and then do something about it, right? Do something about it. I'm going to utilize these 3 products for the next 90 days religiously. And I'm excited about that journey. Thanks everybody for sharing with us tonight. I'm going to turn off the record.